hora de entrar? Aquí viene el espectáculo de Azucena.
Round one. Fight.
Coming in at number 1 on this list is Azucena. Now, I chose Azucena because I've always been a fan of the dancing martial arts. I love this character's personality, her energy, and she's just a lot of fun to play. If you look at her combos, she is one of the most deadly and can be an absolute beast when played properly and correctly. And I've always been a fan of dancing characters and with just the energy that this character brings. And with her amazing combos, she's able to do absolutely crazy things and make absolutely crazy, insane comebacks just like this.
¿Tienes café? ¿Necesitas más café?
Her moves are extremely satisfying when you can pull them off, and she is just a ton of fun to watch. And that is why she comes in at number 1.
You win.
Crearé el café perfecto. Et qui es-tu au juste?
The fists reveal the fighter. Show me what you got. Round one. Fight.
Coming in at number 2 is Lily, and it's actually kind of funny because Azucena and Lily were actually tied, and I was actually struggling to figure out who to put in first and who to put in second. But Lily slightly won over Azucena, and that's not because her abilities are better or her moves are better. She does have this more elegant style, and she's more graceful, as you can see here. And she has a custom martial arts style, which is cool, as well as Azucena does as well. So everything the two characters had was exactly even. So I chose Lily only because of the fact that she's been in the Tekken franchise much longer and has more to do with the actual plot. Other than that, I like them both equally. So that's the only thing that really sets her apart. Her combos are sort of easy to pull off, but some of them can be difficult as long as you get your timing right. The design behind the character is really awesome. I really love the signature dress that she always wears, and she is just extremely fun to play, and her moves are satisfying. And personally, I've been sleeping on this character, and I recommend more people pick her up and try her. And that is why she comes in at number 2. You still think Paul Phoenix is the way to go if you want to be the strongest in the universe? Well, think again. This is Steve Fox. So, Steve actually has a unique moveset that is unlike any of the other combatants. So, he actually has 2 buttons on your controller that perform attacks and combos, while the other 2 perform dodges, rolls, and maneuvers. And you can do some pretty creative stuff with this. It's a very unique way to play a fighting game, especially a boxer. And he's really good at wind-ups. He has a few really powerful wind-ups. They're a lot better than Paul's, I can assure you. And they are much easier to land, because Paul's is too slow. So, in my opinion at least, Steve has much better power strikes. He has much better connectivity, so like he's able to connect blows a lot better, and you can psych your opponents out. So if you're playing multiplayer, yeah, you have more ways that you can bob and weave and jump out of the way and maybe dodge to the side and get him in the ribs or something like that. So personally, if you want to stay random and confuse your opponents, Steve Fox is the way to go, and that's why he comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 4, we have Shaheen. So Shaheen made his first appearance in Tekken 7, which is the game that I started in, and he was the first character I ever learned how to play. He uses a martial arts style called Tahib. I believe I'm saying that correctly. It is a close quarters combat martial arts style from Saudi Arabia, and it's pretty overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. People sleep on this character a lot, but the few times I've brought him into multiplayer matches, I've done really good with him. I've not tried him in ranked yet, but I do plan on doing that sometime in the future. He is quite literally the king of close quarters combat, and you can absolutely destroy your opponents with counters, kicks, flips, charge attacks, you name it. The only thing he struggles with is long range, but even then, you just rush because he's really good at that too. It seems like long range is the only thing he isn't good at, and he's absolutely incredible. You can dish out a ton of damage. I feel like nobody really gives this character any love and attention. They definitely improved him in Tekken 8, although I couldn't tell you what it is they changed, but he's an absolute beast, and I do believe that everyone should try to learn this character because he is an absolute monster and he can win you a ton of matches. That is why he comes in at number 4.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, let's all be honest here. Is there really any other character that will make you feel more like a Sigma badass than King, the literal face of Tekken? This guy, you want to talk about Shaheen being the king of close range, well this guy's the king of counters and grabs, because this guy can grab you straight out of the air and hit you with a double suplex. He can literally get you into endless slam attacks and body slams, and once you get up from the ground, he'll just hit you with a heavy attack and knock you right back down. His guard break is probably one of the best in the game, not to mention once he's got you on the ground and he's got you in a submission hold and he starts popping those limbs, there's nothing you can do to get out of it. He is by far the most intimidating, because you never really know what type of a King player you're going to be going up against. And high-level King players are fucking nuts. I remember when I went up against a few of them in ranked, some of them were brawlers, and even those guys, as low level as that is, they're pretty fucking insane. People who dedicate themselves to King will notice that he is by far one of the most deadly in the entire game, and I highly recommend you guys pick him up because he can take you a very long way. As you guys all know, I'm not exactly the best Tekken player, but he is the one that I climbed all the way to Brawler with. And let me tell you, I've gotten a couple of people that have actually private messaged me on PlayStation, and they weren't too happy with me because King is, yeah, he's a lot, and he will mess you the fuck up. So that is why he comes in at number 5. He is my all-time favorite across all the Tekken games, and he is the absolute best in my opinion. So if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what is your top 5 favorite Tekken 8 characters. And I will see you guys later.